Hello, Jasmine McWienerbottom. Thought I would do your tag. Question 1. What is something your friend thought was funny but you did not? I tried to think of something, and the one thing I thought of um, is back in middle school, or as we used to call it, junior high school, there was a student. She was Asian and she was blind. She wore dark glasses and she had one of those canes. Um, and I was in honors English Latin class with her. Her name was Susan, I believe. And anyway, a group of kids in that class would, as soon when the teacher would leave the room, they would start to tease this blind girl. They would like touch her shoulder and she'd quickly turn and there'd be lots of laughing, or they would like make a noise to make her turn real quick, and then they'd laugh, and the blind girl would turn this side and that side. I remember telling my friend, "This isn't funny. Why are they? This is me. Why are they doing this?" And I remember him telling me, "Oh, she's a B word. You should see how she hits people with their cane on purpose as she's going down the hallway." I didn't buy it then. I still don't buy it now. I I was there was a group of really mean kids in my school. But anyway, I don't want to make a long video. That was something that they seemed to think was funny. I really did not. Um, the next question is something about what is something that you wish you could do with your dad, or wish you had done with your dad? Excuse me. I'm gonna go with um, take music lessons from him. Now, my father was a professional musician. Um, he played the trumpet all his life. He was in dance bands, swing bands, jazz bands, classic bands, all kinds of bands, all his entire life, playing the trumpet. Um, but he could also play the piano. His mother, my grandmother, was a piano teacher. She got her music performance degree from DePaul University. And yeah, so he taught my older brothers and sisters piano, but when I came along, he was he didn't teach me. He I took lessons from somebody else. So before my dad passed away, I was going to have him teach me the trumpet. Because I just thought, well, he was very down and depressed because he couldn't play the trumpet anymore. His teeth and his embouchure wouldn't, and his breath support wouldn't allow him to play, and that was a big blow because he played trumpet like every day of his life. He would practice or perform. So it was a big blow to him that he couldn't do that anymore. It seemed like all of his loves in life were being taken away from him one at a time. But anyway, so I thought, well, maybe that's something that he and I could do. He could teach me to play the trumpet. But he passed away, and he left me his trumpet. So I have his trumpet. I'm listening to Jasmine say the questions while I'm answering them. I think what you said was, do you think you could have been a better kid? I'm going to go with definitely. I was a little brat. I was spoiled. I was the youngest of six, and I was a little brat. I teased my sisters. I was bad. Bad at home. In public, I was angelic. I got the good conduct award in school, and I got good grades. I was very good in public. But at home, I was a bit of a demon child. And I wish I could have been different if I could go back and live my life over again. I would try to be nicer, kinder, less of a brat. The next question is, what do you notice first in a person? It's hard. I don't know. I don't think that I notice the same thing every time I see a person. And the only thing I could think to reply to that question is whether I sense they're going to converse with me or not. If I'm going to get by without having to stop and make chitter chats, or if this person's going to greet me and want to have a conversation. I think that's I think that's what I pick up on first. Not anything about the appearance, but if they're going to want to interact. The last one is the best night out you've ever had. Oh, Jasmine, I don't go out at night. A best night out I've ever had. Hmm. Gee. You know, the only thing that comes to my mind, and it's certainly not the best night I've ever had, I don't think, but I remember one time when I was young, I was a kid. We went Christmas caroling in the back of my brother's pickup truck. We were sitting on bales of hay in the back of my brother's pickup truck, and we went around his subdivision singing Christmas carols. And there was a time when I don't remember who was driving, but somebody either stopped really fast or started really fast, and my dad almost went backward, did a backflip off of his. He almost did, fell out of the truck. Um, but it's things like it has to be something like that. When my brother was alive, my parents were alive, and we were together and had fun, laughing and singing, and it would have to be one of those nights from that period of my life, I think. Okie doke, those are my answers to this week's tag. See you tomorrow.